With WWE 2K24 just over 3 months away, wow, that's gone quick. Today, we're asking the question, who should be the pre-order bonus? We're gonna go over the potential options and whether I think they'll be DLC or on the main roster. Starting off with CM Punk. So as we know, CM Punk made his big return to WWE. A lot of people didn't think it was gonna happen, but the best in the world did. And since that event happened, a lot of people have been asking, will Chick Magnet Punk be in 2K24? We've seen mods by Joe Mashup, check him out, link in the description. We've seen several videos by content creators covering the idea of him in the game. And it honestly makes a lot of sense, especially since the last time he was in a WWE game was 2K15, with the hustle, loyalty, and disrespect showcase, so it would definitely grab a lot of attention. WWE's tweet about the best in the world is the most liked tweet of all time, which shows how big of a deal he really is. Now him being in the base game for 2K24 would be really cool to see, but I just don't see it happening. Whoa, hold on. You have to remember that we're currently in December of 2023. Late January is when we typically get wrestlers scanned if any major changes have happened to them. And then 2K24 comes out at the end of March. And don't forget, the last time we saw a wrestler put into the game late in advance, it was The Fiend Bray Wyatt. He made his debut on August 11th at SummerSlam 2019, and immediately fans were looking forward to him being in next year's 2K game. But somehow for 2K20, the less said about that game the better, was released on October 22nd, 2019, with The Fiend in-game, so it is possible. However, he was listed as a pre-order bonus, so I think with Punk, it will be the same thing. Because even though a lot of people would prefer it if he was in the base game, myself included, from a monetary perspective, it does make a lot of sense. I mean, Punk's name value alone would do wonders for the game. Just look at people's reaction for him returning. And let's not forget in WWE 13, where he was a part of the marketing for the Attitude Era mode. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a lot of trailers. And don't forget, at the time, he brought back a lot of lapsed fans due to the Pipe Bomb promo. And I'd argue that WWE is even more popular now in 2023 than it was in 2012, so Punk's name being added to the game would definitely grab people's attention. So overall, I think Chick Magnet Punk will either be a pre-order bonus or maybe the last DLC pack. Also, don't forget Bray Wyatt made his return in October of 2022 at Extreme Rules, and he wasn't a part of 2K23 until July 19th with a reveal with Wyatt pack, which is a whole 9 months difference. Not to mention, the monetary gain would be too much for 2K to miss out on. And yes, I know technically his last wrestling game was Fight Forever that released this year, but when you compare it to the 9 years since 2K15, it makes a lot of sense. And since we'll have the actual model, thanks to the likes of What's the Status and Soyal Rue, we could end up having a 2012 Straight Edge Society model, even his Wolverine inspired look. And maybe we'll get his SCS mask. We need that back. I'm just saying that the possibilities are endless. And just imagine the content people could make. Like, what if CM Punk never left in 2014? Or what if CM Punk broke the streak? It's kinda crazy when you think about it. Last year for 2K23, we had Cody Rhodes make his return. And this year, one way or the other, we'll have CM Punk in 2K24. If you would have told me this 3 years ago, I would not have believed you. So, who else could be a pre-order bonus? How about Snoop Dogg? Yep, that's right. Snoop Dogg's appearance in WWE have always been enjoyable. From rapping Sasha Banks to the ring at WrestleMania 32, to hitting a people's elbow on The Miz, to even taking down Chavo Guerrero. And I don't think people would mind if the DOGG made his debut in 2K24, and you could do a lot with it. You could simulate Snoop Dogg versus The Miz and see who'd come out on top. You could even make your own Def Jam game, with Snoop as the top dog, pun intended, going up against competition and see who comes out as the Def Jam champion. And you could do the ultimate dream match, Snoop Dogg against Bad Bunny in a Hell in a Cell 20-minute Force Count Anywhere Iron Man match. Don't get any ideas. And if you have Snoop playing the game, maybe even add him as a character in My Career mode. It would definitely add a lot of eyes on the game, as Snoop is definitely well known. Another option is Pat McAfee. From being an entertaining commentator, to having a great showing at WrestleMania 38, to having one of the coolest sells of a stunner I've ever seen, to having brawls with Adam Cole, Pat McAfee, if not for a pre-order bonus, would definitely be a great DLC option. Plus, some of his moves are already in the game for 2K23, as well as his entrant motion on the generic Superstar 6, and his Titantron was hidden in the game file, so it wouldn't be starting from scratch. Plus, we need to settle him versus Baron Corbin once and for all, at Great Balls of Fire. Also, with Pat's show The Pat McAfee Show, and not only the view that show gets, but with it being on ESPN, and the people they bring on the show, it would definitely get a lot of eyes on WWE's latest video game. So the last option for DLC is Carlito, making his return in 2021 for a brief appearance, and making another return at Backlash 2023, and more recently Fastlane just a few months ago for the LWO. And when it comes to wrestling video games, the last time we saw the Man of Apples was in SmackDown vs Raw 2010, so to say it's been a while would be an understatement. I just think Carlito as a DLC option would be a great idea, and you could do a lot with him, like giving him a payback where instead of spraying poison mist like other superstars, he could spit apples instead. Now that's cool. Especially when you think about his accolades, from beating John Cena for the United States Championship, to being Intercontinental Champion, and just having a really cool finisher in the Backstabber. And since it's been such a long time, you could do a lot with Carlito. Like, what if he never got released in 2010? And if CM Punk is in the game, we can recreate 2008 in 2K24. Jeez, that roster was stacked. So yeah guys, that'll be it for today. But I want to know, who do you think will be the pre-order bonus for the game? We've had a lot of unique ones, like Sting in 2K15, Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2K16, Kurt Angle in 18, and most recently, Bad Bunny in 2K23. And for 2K24, maybe it will be Pat McAfee or CM Punk, or maybe someone completely different, like Hornswoggle. Let me know in the comments below, leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, take care.